Hey friends and family, hope everybody is doing well, or at least as well as they can be. I know I have some friends and family who are going through a tough time right now because of different things, loss of a loved one, um, and things like that. You know, yeah, just can't even express myself properly on those things. You know, um, except that to let you know that my heart is with you, even though I'm so far away. Um, and I wish it was different. Uh, 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 you know, and and in the face of losing a loved one, especially your child, makes some of my problems seem insignificant. But we didn't have a wonderful day. It's Saturday, and it was my day off, and I did work last night, and normally I would have slept until I was done sleeping, but Cherokee, had something she wanted us to do, and let me pause this for a moment and see if I can find the paper so I can explain myself. Okay, sorry about that. But something I haven't had in a long time because of renting and some bad experiences is a dog. The last dog I had, his name was Bandit. Uh, I had him for about 5 or 6 months when the landlord took back his permission for me to have a dog. I didn't just run out and assume I could have one because I was renting a house with a yard. I did ask and was told, yeah, no problem. Go ahead, get your dog. Problem was the property was owned by 2 different men, 2 landlords. So effectively is what I had. And I normally just dealt with the one landlord, but the second landlord came by one day for something, I think to fix something. It was a long time ago now. I mean, this was so long ago, Cherokee doesn't even remember Bandit. That's how young she was. But yeah, I had him for about 5 or 6 months. I had him almost completely housebroken, and sitting for me and laying down, doing some simple commands for me. Just a lovable, wonderful little guy, not yappy. He was a border collie, I believe Rottweiler mix, something like that. Definitely border collie and something else. And he came in for whatever he needed to do. The house is clean. There are no bad smells. It was something, especially when the kids were little, I was very on top of, the house being clean and things like that. Especially when you have a dog, you're potty training. You don't want, anything to be left behind when they have an accident that might make them think, oh, it's okay to go to relieve myself here. So I was definitely very on top of that. So he didn't even realize there was a dog until he laid eyes on him. That's how clean things were, and that's how quiet and docile he was. Like I said, not yappy, not barky. And he just had a cow. He had a cow, and the other guy had to come and apologize to me. I'm so sorry. He won't see reason. You're going to have to get rid of your dog. I did not have any trouble finding him a home, but it broke my heart, and of course I cried. It was horrible. It's really horrible to have to get rid of something like that you love. It's like somebody coming in and saying, oh, the rule is only 2 children and you've had 3. We're going to have to, you can't keep this one. We're taking that with us. you know, it is. It's like someone coming and ripping your child from your arms. Um, so, so I haven't had a dog since. So it's been at least 20 plus years, I believe. Um, and we got this in the mail. Home at Last is what helped us buy the house. Um, I only have a part-time job, and buying a house, I don't think is something most people with a part-time job could think they could do. Yeah, it does take some determination and some research and some finding. But yeah, so basically we were able to get a home loan, a very modest home loan, to buy the house, with a very minimal down payment, because of Home at Last. So they're where we're able to have our house and whatnot. We did get kind of screwed over on the interest rate because it's over 6%. But I'm not overly concerned about that because we're managing things so far. I just made my first mortgage payment. Oh my goodness, sorry, there's some flies. And of course they have found me. I came outside to kind of decompress a little bit, sit here in the shade. It's nice out. Here in Cal Navarre, it's about 93 degrees. In Vegas, it's 100. So here it tends to be 5 to several degrees cooler than up in Vegas. But they sent us this thing saying, visit their halpals.org to view a list of participating shelters. Take your certificate, this is the certificate. And pick out your favorite furry friend. Present the halpal certificate to the shelter administration staff and let them know your adoption fees are being sponsored by the Nevada Rural Housing Authority, and enjoy your new halpal. Okay, so we went to the Nevada SPCA because when you go to their .org, blah blah blah, they come up on the list as a participating shelter, and I tried to show this to somebody even before we started looking at dogs. Okay, and the gentleman was like, hang on to that. He didn't even look at it. He was just like, I'm trying to show it to him, and he's like, just hang on to that, and well, we'd like to look at dogs, but well, hang on to that, go over there to the computer and see if you find something you like. And I wasn't really expecting to find somebody we liked. I'm not expecting, because I was hoping to find a dog that was, at least old enough to have already been housebroken, and of course, you don't really know what you're getting. You're going to a shelter. Is this dog a good family dog? Will they be okay? But we did take Echo with us, so that we could make sure there wasn't going to be any problem with the dog getting along with Echo, because we've had Echo for 10 years now, and Cherokee loves him to death. So, okay, so we did like the man said, and you started looking, and the first dog they brought out, a cute little female, but I was concerned with how small she was, because one, there are coyotes here, and two, our front fencing, the slats, she looked narrow enough that she could slip through those. So I didn't think she would be a good fit for us. Plus, she just totally seemed disinterested in us and Echo, which, being disinterested in Echo is not a bad thing. But, just kids don't want them to fight or anything like that. And but not taking to us immediately or anything like that. Very distracted by everything and whatnot, and we kind of gave the man the lowdown on what we're hoping for, and and he said, I think I have one that'll be good for you, but it's technically still a puppy, and she's only about 6 months old. And and I was like, okay, well, let's take a look at her and whatnot. And we did a cat test. No problem with her Echo, and we spending some time with her. Just an awesome, lovable little female. Bull Terrier mix, or what was more commonly called a pit bull mix, and I was just absolutely instantly in love with her, and and I thought we would be fine, but when it came time to start doing the paperwork, and they were like, her adoption fee is $300. Yeah, you heard me right. This isn't a purchase for a dog. It's a $300 adoption fee. And I realized, there's shots, and she was already spayed, and and medical care and feeding the animal that they've been doing for how many months while they've had her, and whatnot. But an adult dog who's a year or more older, it's not even half that there. But they didn't even tell us that when we got there. Nobody explained adoption fees, and we didn't really think to ask because we thought we were covered. Okay. It was awful. It was awful, to be told, sorry, that's worthless. We're not participating in that program, and and if you want this dog, it's $300, and I don't have it right now. I mean, we just moved into the house. I have spent a shitload of money repairing the vehicle, excuse my French, but keeping it running so that I can go back and forth to work until I'm in a position to buy a better vehicle. Not only was I basically, I did cry on the way home finally, but Cherokee was all tearing up, and she's not a dog person, but she did take to this little dog, and I wasn't expecting Cherokee to really take to the dog like I was, but she was, like I said, she was just that lovable. I mean, and she was so excited when she first met us. She peed, so I was like, okay, but she's still a puppy technically, so that's, accidents are going to happen, and so I wasn't freaked out about that, even though that carpet in there is brand new. But yeah, broke our hearts. That's an awful thing. If you're, I worked for a nonprofit organization before. I worked for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and sometimes you got to organize things and get together with other entities to create things for your big brothers and big sisters, or your whatever you're trying to do. This said they were participating, and they were not, and we had to walk away. And the only thing I can say is there was a nice couple there that I know they were liking her when we were planning to adopt her, and I know they were spending some time with her as we were leaving. So maybe she's found a good home anyway. I hope so. But I guess just the timing's just not right. There's a lot still going on. I'm still unpacking. Cherokee's not worried about trying to unpack anything unless it's something she wants or needs. So that leaves everything for me to do. So if any of y'all saw the picture I posted of the living room with all those boxes and totes, and that wasn't even all of it, that's all on me. So yeah, I'm really sad today, and you know, and I know compared to some of the things some of y'all going through, this is nothing compared to the heartbreak you're suffering. But you know, I guess it's just gonna be a little while longer before I can finally have a dog again. You know, and I wouldn't try to have a dog in the apartment situation we were in, not even a small one. You know, that's just to me not an appropriate home for a dog, where they don't really have their own yard they can go run around in. You know, so because even a small dog needs room to move. You know, and it's not like Echo, where he really doesn't care. You know, to be outside. You know, he's okay. He's a house cat, and he's okay in the house, and he's fine with that. I mean, he'll follow one of us, you know, kind of out here on the porch or whatever once in a while. But the second he gets scared, he skedaddles right back inside. So, you know, but I was really impressed with how well he did when we took him with us today. You know, he didn't mind the dog at all. You know, so I know, you know, when we find our dog, you know, Echo will be fine and have himself a pal, as well as me have a pal. As being a single mom is lonely, you know, and all I've done is work and try to get ahead, and I haven't dated in I don't know how long, and every once in a while I'll try one of those sites to see if I can meet somebody, and it seems like they're all assholes. They're all just looking for a booty call. I'm sorry, I'm not booty call material. I've never have been. I'm a relationship person. I gotta feel safe. You know, but yeah, it's lonely, and but at least, you know, having the house now, that has taken a lot of stress off of me. As far as I'm having a mouse issue. I got this back from Geek Squad, and the mouse is jumping all over the place now. I don't know what they did to it. All I know is the mouse didn't do that before they had it. So it's a little distracting, trying to keep it from clicking things on and off that I'm either using or don't want to use. But I really hate to try and take it back to them. I don't want to. I'm pissed. I'm still pissed at them. Yeah. But, you know, at least I can come out and enjoy my front deck. I guess it's a deck, not exactly a porch. And it's nice out, and I'm in the shade, and you know, and there's a big yard here with no dog. And I thought we were gonna come home with a dog. I really did. And I know that's stupid of me to be so upset about it. But I thought we found a perfect little girl for our family. But other than that, we're okay. You know, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there, coping with not having a refrigerator, which I think is something we should probably get before a dog. I think Cherokee's mind works like that. And I'm not even sure how long it's going to take to get a refrigerator. I'm telling you, grocery shopping is pretty interesting when you don't have one. We're managing with 2 coolers. One's a big picnic cooler. One's like a lunch tote size cooler. And the counter height freezer. You know, how I keep them cool is I've got some water bottles that I'm rotating, you know, refreezing in the freezer, putting them in the cooler, rotating them in and out to keep the freezer cool for the few items that we have in it. So one thing at a time, one step at a time. And when it's right, it'll happen. I have to believe that. You know, Cherokee told me that today was just proof there was no God. I tell you, I don't know anymore. I don't. But I said, just gotta keep pushing forward. Thank you, friends and family. We love you and we miss you. And peace be upon you in your lives and in your hearts. I mean that. Peace.